at the 25. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Coleman has it here right side. He got 29 yards that time.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. This is Ingram on first and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He finds Coleman, and he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Breeze on third down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there from 10 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
On second down, here's Wentz. Screen pass to Blount. And now running right through him. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 19 yards away. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018 as that wound to the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should. And frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles. Teron Armstead at left tackle. Ryan Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. Breeze now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Coleman, 52 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. LeGarrette Blunt taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. On 1st down, Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's brought in right side by Ginn. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Breeze. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Now a carry for Blunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Breeze now on first down. And he is knocked down from the side, right there around the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Ingram again, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game.
And it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the...
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 50 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first and 10, here's Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are back within a score. right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Again, it's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Breeze picked off by his former teammate, Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He'll run it here with Blunt. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They got 29 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Eagles. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Trucks over it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Blunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, here's Blunt. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.